So open your textbook, page number 83. Here you can see one problem. Details of the journey of a car in a straight line are given as a line diagram. Analyze information and complete the table. So based on this information, we have to complete the table. Here you can see the distance traveled by the car, initial velocity, final velocity, change in velocity, time taken for the change in velocity, then acceleration. A is equal to V minus U by T. So the distance traveled by the car from A to B. So here you can see from A to B, the A is the initial point and now B is the final point, because we are considering now A and B only. Therefore, A is the initial point and B is the final point. And what is the initial velocity at A? Yes, 0 meter per second. And the velocity at final point is 5 meter per second. And the time at B is 5 seconds. So complete this table. Initial velocity is 0, final velocity is 5 meter per second. Then what is the change in velocity? Change in velocity means initial, final minus initial, that is 5 minus 0. 5 minus 0 gives 5 meter per second. Time taken for change in velocity. Time taken for change in velocity means here you can see 5 minus 0. 5 minus 0 gives how much? 5 seconds. Then find the acceleration. A is equal to V minus U by T. So V minus U means 5 meter per second divided by time. Time is 5 seconds. So on dividing, how much we will get? 1 meter per second square. The unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Next, consider the case B to C. The car traveled from B to C. Now B is the initial point, C is the final point, and the initial velocity is 5 meter per second, final velocity is 10 meter per second. What about time? Time at B is 5 seconds and time at C is 10 seconds. So then what is the time? Yes, 10 minus 5. 10 minus 5 means 5 seconds. And what is the change in velocity? 10 meter per second minus 5 meter per second. So here initial velocity is 5 meter per second, final velocity is 10 meter per second. Change in velocity, that is 10 minus 5, that is 5 meter per second, and time taken for the change in velocity is 5 seconds. And substituting the values, we will again get 1 meter per second square. Acceleration as 1 meter per second square. Next, moving from C to D. Moving from C to D. So C is the initial point, D is the final point. 10 meter per second is the initial velocity and 10 meter per second is the final velocity. And time at C is 10 seconds and time at D is 15 seconds. So what is the change in time? 15 minus 10, that is 5 seconds. What is the change in velocity? 10 minus 10, that is 0. That means there is no change in velocity. From moving from C to D, the car moved with constant velocity or uniform velocity. So with the same velocity, the car traveled from C to D. So here you can see initial velocity 10 meter per second, final velocity 10 meter per second, change in velocity 0, and we will get acceleration as 0 meter per second. That means in this case there is no acceleration because there is no change in velocity. That is why there is no change, there is no acceleration. Next, from D to E. From D to E. So the car is moving from the point D to E. The initial velocity is 10 meter per second. Final velocity is 6 meter per second. Then what is the change in velocity? That is 6 minus 10. 6 minus 10 gives how much? Minus 4 meter per second. And what is the change in time? 20 minus 15. 20 minus 15 means 5 seconds. So the change in velocity is how much? Minus 4 meter per second, and change in time is 5 seconds. On substituting, we will get acceleration is equal to minus 4 by 5 meter per second square. So here we got acceleration as minus 4 divided by 5 meter per second square. So in this case we got positive acceleration, and here we got the acceleration as 0, and here we got negative acceleration. And moving from E to F, so the velocity, initial velocity at E is 6 meter per second, final velocity is 0. So change in velocity is how much? Final minus initial, that is 0 minus 6. 0 minus 6 gives how much? Minus 6 meter per second. What is the change in time? 25 minus 20, that is 5 meter per 5 seconds. So here we got V minus U as minus 6 meter per second. Here time as 5 seconds. On substituting, we get acceleration is equal to minus 6 divided by 5 meter per second square. So up to C, the car has positive acceleration. Later it has negative acceleration. So what it means? See, from A to C, you can see the velocity of the car is increasing, and from C to D there is no change in velocity, and from D to F you can see the the velocity is decreasing. So whenever there is a decrease in velocity, what happens? The acceleration also decreases. So we got negative values in the acceleration, and here you can see the velocity is increasing, that is why we got positive acceleration, and here we got negative acceleration. This negative acceleration is also known as retardation. Okay, positive acceleration is known as acceleration itself, but the negative acceleration is known as retardation. So you will learn in the you will learn later. Okay, so what is acceleration? Acceleration is the rate of change in velocity, or acceleration is equal to change in velocity divided by time, or A is equal to V minus U divided by T. Acceleration is a vector quantity. So what is acceleration? Acceleration is the rate of change in velocity. Its unit is meter per second square. Unit of velocity is meter per second, but unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So here a box is given. Initial velocity and final velocity. The initial velocity of a body is 0 whenever the body starts from rest. So when we have to take initial velocity as 0, whenever the body starts from rest, in that condition we have to take initial velocity as 0. Okay, suppose a car is standing on the ground and later it starts to move. So in that condition we have to take initial velocity as 0. Okay, the initial velocity of a body is 0 whenever the body starts from rest or is subjected to a free fall. So in the case of free fall, that is, for example, an object is falling from a height, in that case also we have to take the initial velocity as 0. For example, a coconut is falling from the coconut tree. So what is the initial velocity of the coconut? What is the initial velocity of the coconut? That is 0. So in every free falling we have to take the initial velocity as 0. The final velocity is 0 when a body comes to rest. So in which case we have to take the final velocity as 0 whenever the object is coming to rest. then we have to take the final velocity as 0. For example, a rolling ball comes to rest. In that condition, the final velocity is taken as 0. When a body is thrown up, the final velocity will be 0 when it reaches the topmost position. So, when a body is thrown up, suppose we are throwing a ball towards up, then the final velocity will be 0. So, if we throw a ball to a height, then the final velocity at this point will be taken as 0. Notice some situations in which acceleration occurs. So here some examples are given. You have to add some more examples. Okay. The motion of a coconut falling from the coconut tree. So here you can see acceleration. So the motion of a coconut falling from the coconut tree. See, while a coconut falls from coconut tree, its initial velocity is taken as 0. Later, what happens? The velocity of the coconut increases. That is why the coconut is accelerating, because there is a change in velocity. Initially, the velocity was 0. Later, the velocity increases. That is why the coconut is accelerating. Next example, a moving ball comes to rest. So, a moving ball comes to rest. What happens? If a ball is rolling on the ground, what happens? Its velocity decreases gradually, and later it comes to the state of rest. So in this condition also we can see the velocity is decreasing, so there is acceleration. The motion of a ball rolling down a hill. So here also you can see the ball is accelerating. There is a change in velocity. Then train starting from the station. So have you seen this, how train starts from the station? In the station, it starts to move slowly. Later it increases its velocity. So we can say the train is accelerating because there is a change in velocity.